absolutely, there is no modality and no technique and no practice and no amount of shadow work that can bring you closer to what you already are, because you already are that. But having the conscious awareness of that stabilized and consistent in day-to-day physical reality for the avatar itself as well, like a clear screen, is, I think, what is the unfoldment that's taking place. And it's totally okay to want to stabilize who you really are, stabilize your present awareness, stabilize that non-dual perspective into physical reality, into the perspective of the avatar. And so when you receive the insights of perhaps this is a modality to go down, perhaps this is a technique to look into, perhaps this is some shadow work that I need to be doing, it's okay to engage in that. And it's often a good idea to engage in that, as resisting and avoidance often leads to more friction in the processing that takes place of that energy, that movement of energy that seems to be moving in an unwinding fashion as the illusion unwinds. So if you've been in that camp where you're kind of feeling like there is no doer, so there's nothing to be done, and there's nothing that needs to play out in the physical appearance. So if you look back on that and know you're coming through the lens of avoidance and resistance, which feels heavy, sticky, dense, as opposed to following the intuition or your true self and intuitively feeling in to how the avatar's physical reality will play out next, then it's just that perspective I wanted to share, that not only is there no doer who could do anything, there is no doer who could not do anything. Essentially, there is no non-doer either. So there's just present awareness, there's just non-dual awareness, and whatever's playing out can play out in a harmonious way in a path of least resistance, by just not resisting, by just not avoiding, and just by maintaining the lens of perspective of what needs to be done and what needs to unfold will happen in exactly that way.